What's up, y'all? Say it with me. Popcorn preaching. So, a little while ago, I'm outside and I'm pulling parts to take over to our layout and drill department. And man, these parts I had to pull, these things are rusty. They've been sitting outside for like 4 years. And I can say that because they had my handwriting on them. And I ain't been up here to do that particular job in quite a while. So I'm pulling these parts and I'm just looking at them like, these things are messed up. And that's when God gave me my popcorn preaching. The parts that I pulled are basically a blank. They have not yet become the part that they're initially intended to be. They're just at the beginning stages. But once they go through all of the different departments, once they go through everything that they're going through, they're going to end up being functional on a machine. And what God laid on my heart today was, that's kind of what happens with us. We're a blank. We're not yet what God created us to be until He gets His hands on us. To the world, to other people, it might look like, man, this person is messed up. There is no way they're going to be good for anything. But God hasn't taken somebody through that process yet. And then as we submit to Him, as we learn to trust in Him, He does what He does. It goes through each little department of our life. And at the end, God has a beautiful, functioning child of God. He has somebody that has learned to trust Him, somebody that has learned to be discipled, somebody that has gone through a process that they can then take somebody else through. So I want to encourage you, if you feel like you've just been sitting around and it's like, man, what can God do with me? Trust the process. You may not be able to see it, but God can see it, because God's view is not limited through time or experience. So regardless of what you or anybody else thinks about you, don't get hung up on what you look like now. Trust the process. God's going to take you from this old rusty part that's been sitting outside for 4 years, and He's going to turn you into an amazing, functional child of God. Love you.